Well, hey, welcome to my new channel. For those of you that have come over from the other channel, either Rob Motive JT or Rob Motive, the Tacoma channel, I am glad to have you here. And for everybody who's new, welcome. So, what's going on with this channel? Well, I've had some Tundras in the past, right? And you may have heard, particularly if you're a Toyota Tundra fan, there's a new Tundra coming. There's going to be a new slinger in town, right? Now, it's supposed to be awesome. At least we hope so. There's been some teaser pictures, some teaser video. Even Toyota announced recently that it's coming. They showed the front with the lights, with a poorly lit background. You couldn't see hardly anything, but enough just to get us enthusiasts wondering, wanting, right? So what am I doing here? Well, I want to add a Tacoma to the fleet. I have a Tacoma here, as you can see. I have a Jeep Wrangler, that's what you're sitting on right now, and then a Jeep Gladiator outside. But to be honest, I kind of miss having a full-size truck. I love the Tacoma, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing like that vast expanse, that humongous interior on the Tundra. So that's part of why I'm adding it. Obviously, I have the channel, so I need it for content. I mean, let's be honest here. I am a professional content creator for Google, otherwise known as a YouTuber. So we're going to add it for that. I can't wait to experience it. It should be pretty cool. It's supposed to be a redesign, right? That means that it should be completely new and different from the trucks that I've had in the past. So I mentioned I've had a couple of Tundras already. The oldest one was a Crew Max. That thing was awesome, huge inside, 4 full doors, massive truck. It was in the cement color. Really loved that truck. And to be honest, I probably would have kept it, except I didn't think it would fit underneath the lift that I have in the garage. I do have a lift in the garage and it would have to fit here. My plans for that truck was to lift it, put bigger wheels and tires and all that stuff on it, which I never really ended up doing, but I didn't think it would fit. So that's when I traded it off, right? Got a red Tacoma. It was the Barcelona red, loved that truck, lifted it, bigger wheels, tires, all that stuff, and it fit under my lift, much as this Voodoo Blue Tacoma does now. So, somewhere in the mix there, I forget the timing of it all, I bought a double cab. It was a double cab I think it was a 2020, pretty sure. Now it was a 2019 Tundra. Love that truck as well. It did have the smaller of the two V8 engines. I think it was a 4.6 versus the 5.7, if I have my points right. But it was the smaller motor, and I gotta say, in that truck, seemed to be just fine. It was noticeable. So if you're in the market and you're going between the two different V8s, I'd probably go with the bigger one. It just gives you that little bit of extra oomph, never lacking for power or thirst for gas in the Tundra. And that's one of the things that I'm particularly interested to see if Toyota addresses with this new redesigned Tundra. Is it going to be less thirsty? Is it going to get better fuel economy? You know, really, they don't need to do much. I mean, the one I had, I think on a long distance trip, it was getting somewhere in I think it was mid-15s, something like that. Certainly not a gas sipper, but, you know, it's a full-size truck, right? I think realistically, the new Tundra probably needs to come out somewhere. It needs to break 20, I think, in freeway driving, preferably more in the 23, even pushing it, 24 mile per gallon range, with maybe somewhere around 18 to 19 consistently in the city. Now, they should be able to attain that because the skinny is that this new redesigned Tundra is going to have a V6 twin turbo. Now, that's going to be interesting too, because one of the biggest things that I want, especially in a truck, is oomph, is power, right? And if I'm being honest, the Tacoma kind of lets me down a little bit there. It certainly could use a shot in the arm. Hopefully, Toyota gets that right with this new redesigned Tundra. It's got to have good torque and good off-the-line power for me to be happy, in addition to having good fuel economy. I mean, the days of getting 10, 12, 15 mile per gallon are gone, I think, especially when you're coming out with a brand new truck redesigned for modern times. Now, there is also some concern out there that the new Tundra is not going to have a V8. And I believe that's true. From all the verbiage that I've seen, while there may be a V8 initially, it's going to be phased out. There won't be a V8 anymore. Now, honestly, I don't think they're going to offer a V8 at all. I think it's just rumors and hopeful or wishful thinking that Toyota will maintain a V8 in the Tundra for at least a little while. We shall see. Of course, the mighty green always determines what's going on, right? But I don't think so. I don't think so in the new Tundra. Secondly, they've got to be up to date, both in the interior and with their tech. You know, we have the Ford F-150 with this great big screen that they have in there now, right? And that's what everybody wants. That's what I want anyway. I want to see a 12-inch screen in this new truck. I want to see everything updated on the interior. I don't want to get in it and feel like I just stepped back into the 1980s, maybe mid-1990s, I don't know. But I want something that's up to date, something that's maybe even a little flashy. And I know that's probably wishful thinking with Toyota, right? They're not much for flash, but who knows? It's time to act, and I gotta say, that front end that they teased, that was a little flashy, don't you think? With all the LED lights, the light bar in the middle, the square fog lights down at the bottom, the amber Raptor style. Everybody hates when you say Raptor style, but that's where they come from. Those amber lights across the front, that should be pretty darn interesting to see in real life, out in the open, out in the wild. I can't wait. So that's just a little idea, I guess, of what I'm looking to do. There will be some mods and things, and that's the other point, I guess, is how moddable will this truck be? You know, it takes a while typically for the aftermarket to catch up. So depending upon how radical Toyota goes in this redesign, will the older parts or the parts that you can get now still work, at least some of them, on this new redesigned Tundra? It's going to be interesting to see. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you in the market? Are you looking at buying this new redesigned Tundra? And what would stop you from doing so? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I did mention I do have two other channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. And Rob Motive JT, about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Bye.